Hello and welcome to Icon Educate. In this video we're going to learn how to assign and check the two types of video activities, the YouTube and the uploaded or embedded video. So remember, if you don't remember what the video is, you can simply go back, click on it, watch it, change it if you want to change it to a different video, and then click Done. Same thing with the embedded video. You can click on it, go back, you can add more questions, review your questions, you can re-upload or change it, basically do whatever you wish, and then click Done. Now we're ready to assign. So we go to the far right bar where it says click to deliver, and then you will see it comes up with the class numbers at the top and then the share buttons for each video. I'm going to share these on class number 2. So let's start with YouTube. Now for me, YouTube, I usually assign them, but I don't give a due date because I just want them to watch the video. It's really just for information only. So you can decide when you want to make it available from. You can make it available immediately or sometime in the future with an actual time assigned. I'm going to actually make it available right now, and I'm going to leave the due date blank, though I could assign any due date that I want and any time. But again, this is for information only. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and you can see now it has appeared right here. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing for the embedded video. So I'm going to click Share, and I'm going to make this available immediately. I don't want to make it available in the future. Some teachers like to plan ahead. And I'm going to give this a due date. I'm going to say it's going to be due on the 20th at, let's say, 10:50 a.m. And then remember, if you want to change this, you just go ahead and click the little red X and it'll blank that and you can change it. You know, if you just want to leave it blank, or you can simply click on another date and time, or you can cancel out altogether. So I'm going to go ahead and assign this. And like the other one, you'll see now that it has due dates and how many have completed. If you want to go back and change the due dates or any of the information, you simply click on this link and it'll bring it back up for you to edit it. Once you click Assign or Share, it will send out a notification to all the students' devices, their phones or iPads, letting them know that you've assigned a new activity or shared a new activity. Now, it doesn't matter if they don't have these devices. It will appear in their notification screen on their actual system, Icon Educate. In addition, if parents have accounts associated with those students, they'll get a notification as well. So everybody will know when you have a new activity that you've shared with them. Now you're going to have to wait a couple days or until the due date to see how many students have actually completed the assignment. Now you've waited to the due date, or right before the due date, you go back in to see how many students have completed it. So let's look at the YouTube, and it says one student has completed it. And when you go in, you see that student number 1 has completed it, and he completed it on the same day you assigned it, and he viewed it one time. The last time was, again, on the 18th. Student number 2 started it, but didn't complete it. He only did 2 views on the same day that you assigned it, but he never finished. Now it could be he just did not click on the Done button at the bottom of the video. If they don't hit that Done button, it doesn't show them as completed. And the other students never even opened it. Let's go up to the upper right, click the X, go ahead and close that. And then you have the embedded video. And the embedded video has more information. So let's click on one student completed, and when we open this up, we see that student number 1 also watched this video and completed it on the 18th. He watched it for 52 seconds and he viewed it one time. Whereas student number 2 did not complete it. They only watched it for 21 seconds And then you go back and you check to see how long the video is, which it's 52 seconds, and you realize he only got about halfway. And he did that twice. The last time was on the date you assigned it, and of course the other students have not viewed it at all. Now all this information you can export to Excel. Let's go ahead and click on the X. And some other information you can get on the embedded video, because remember, you put questions into this. Let's go ahead and look at that by clicking on the video, and then you see the button down at the bottom called Analytics. Well, when I click on Analytics, it's going to give me some information as far as the number of times the segment was viewed and where in the position. But this is the important one, not the retention graph, but I like the by student report. So here we have the same two students that attempted and completed. Student number 1 did 1 view, and there were a total of 3 questions. So he answered one of those questions on the first attempt, and he answered 2 of the questions after 2 or more attempts. And he completed or attempted all of them. There were 0 questions not attempted. Where student number 2, he attempted 1 question and got it on the first try. There were no questions he attempted or had to repeat the attempt because he got the wrong answer. But there were 2 questions he didn't even try. And of course, the students that didn't do it didn't have this information. Now this will be a function that will be available in the other screen, and you will also be able to export it to Excel so you can grade it, and in the future it would actually be able to automatically grade it or enter it into the gradebook. And we'll get to that a little bit later. By question, we'll just show you the 3 questions, or however many questions are in the video, and how many attempts were made on these questions, and how many times students got it right on the first attempt, and how many times they needed to repeat it. So then you can start seeing which questions are poorly worded or difficult, or maybe something you need to review. And once you're done, you just click on Done, and you're right back. Thank you.